Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ty Boogie. Welcome back to the Ty Boogie Show. Listen, man. King Lil TJ. King Lil J. I done threw the TJ in there. My bad, TJ. This ain't about you. Listen, y'all. This video that I seen that's going viral on Twitter is of a rapper named Lil J. Now, I don't really know who Lil J is. I never really heard of the brother. But I think there's a very good lesson that we can all learn from this situation. Like I always say, from every situation, there's a lesson that could be learned. Don't just watch it. Don't just view it. I want you to see the lesson, all right? So anyways, let's get into what the lesson of the video is. All right, so first we're going to watch the video. All right, so I'm guessing that's him sitting down right now. Oh, wow. And I know there ain't no ladies in jail. There ain't no ladies. That person look like they got a ponytail, but that ponytail, you know, still got something hanging, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. It's going down. Oh, they look like they done shit, like it's time or some shit. Like they usually do this get together. When is it my turn? Like I can hear them. Listen, first of all, I ain't knocking nobody. I ain't knocking nobody. But they looking like they a little jealous. Nigga, I got next. Nigga, it's 2 o'clock. It's my turn. Nah, niggas start fighting over, you know what I mean? Yeah. Alright, so that's the video. Alright, so I seen this video on Twitter, right? And some of the comments were a little shocking to me. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of the comments that was a little shocking to me because it brings light to an issue that I don't really think we really talk about. You know what I mean? Let me just say this first. If you're a man and you're into men, do you. All right, it's not my thing, but do you. Now I mean, I don't knock nobody's preferences. Do you? But there's something else that I want to get to in this video that I don't think people are seeing. So this comment right here: people that have never been to prison don't understand prison. Don't understand prison. You do what you gotta do to survive. Okay, I'm gonna read the second one. The reality is, what happens in prison stays in prison. You know how they say what happens in Miami stays in Miami? Yeah, what happens in prison stays in prison. I'm gonna let you, do your imagination thing, on your own. Use your imagination to paint the picture. Make a correlation, because it might be the same thing. What happens in Miami stays in Miami. What happens in prison stays in prison. Let me just say this, though. Let me read the rest, because, I get sidetracked and tracked it on the side. This isn't something that continues when they are free. It's something that they can switch off instantly to get by time. You do some things that keep your mind off of how long you got left. This is one of them. Okay. Again, if this is what people are into, if he's a gay guy, by all means, be gay. I mean, cool. I want to address these messages. Not so much what he's doing, but I want to address these messages. Because here's the thing. When people are doing crimes and you outside and you want to consider yourself a street dude and you want to run the streets and you got something to prove to everybody that and you want to break the law and you think there's no consequences, and even if there are consequences you don't mind going to jail. These comments right here is something that I don't think people are considering. When they saying, oh, I don't mind jail time, I don't mind prison time, I don't mind, doing whatever. I don't mind committing a crime. I'm in the streets. But are you thinking about the fact that you might land in a world of booty, and your booty might be at stake every Sunday? Literally. They gonna see you at stake. You ever been a new kid in school? The new kid in school get all the love. The new kid in prison, I can only imagine how much love you're getting. Especially if, according to what these two brothers that must have been to jail before, according to what they saying is, what happens in prison stays in prison. So to all my young dudes or to my old dudes, you're out there, you trying to be a part of the streets and all that. Are you okay with that being a norm? What happens in prison stays in prison. In other words, you might have to compromise, or you might be at the verge of compromising your sexuality because there are no women in prison. I always tell people, yo, prison ain't for me. It ain't because I'll be in there and I'll be scared. It's not that kind of, thing for me. It's like, yo, what I like is not in there. To be away from what I like for all of those years and all of those months, I'm not willing to compromise my sexuality. And if you're telling me that what happens in prison stays in prison, and I'll be in there compromising my sexuality for time to pass by because that's what everybody else is doing, I definitely don't want to go there. But I know so many people that are very comfortable with constantly going in prison, coming out of prison, in prison. Like, they get checked in, they get booked in. Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah. Well, what you in for this time? Oh, yeah, I robbed the old lady. Nothing too crazy, though. I just wanted to be back on the block, C block. With y'all, what happens in prison stays in prison. And then you come out and the gay go away. Okay. I don't know if you could just come outside and then the gay go away. Like behind bars, you're doing what you're doing with your booty. You come out and you no longer want what you was getting. How does that happen? You get free and I mean, you don't need no more. I'm trying not to make this video too descriptive so we don't get blocked. But let's break down what these brothers are saying real quick. People that have never been to prison don't understand prison. Okay. Duh, motherfucker. Actually, you don't even have to be in prison to understand that you don't compromise your sexuality. Like, you, as a straight man, you do straight stuff. You know what I mean? And then he says, you do what you have to do to survive. Okay, whatever that means. I didn't know you had to have men sitting on your lap, or you have to compromise your sexuality in order to survive. I don't even need sex to survive in the free world. Like, I mean, I like it. I sometimes I feel like I need it, but I don't need it to survive. So like me having all the access to, the outside world, y'all inside like, damn, I guess I got to give up the ass tonight. I guess booty is on the menu. I mean, shit, a nigga gotta live. It's like drink, sleep, give up ass, cause we in prison. You don't need to give up your booty as much as you need water to survive. So when you say you need it, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. And then the nigga put 300s, like the 100 signs, like what dudes be saying to other dudes, like when we saying facts, and then you put the 100 emoji. He gonna put 300s, like facts, word. Like, this is how I read this message. People don't wait, hold on. Let me bring it back. People that ain't been to prison, people that have never been to prison. This dude can't type. He clearly been to prison. I believe you, brother. People that ain't been to prison don't understand prison. You do what you got to do to survive. 100. And that's including giving up your ass. Like, that's really what he meant. He meant to put that part in there. This is okay. Let's go to the other dude. The reality is, what happens in prison stays in prison. Okay. By all means, do as you may. Yeah, I mean, do as you may. What you want to do with your body, what you want to do in your life, that is your prerogative. But my straight dudes, that you're out here committing these crimes, and you're saying to yourself, I don't mind doing the time. You want to have some jail time on your record, as part of your street cred. You have to consider this part too. This is a part you need to consider. What happens in prison stays in prison. Your booty might get got. So what that means is the dudes that you might be looking up to, the dudes that you like, man, OG, you done did all this prison, and you look up to him, there's a part of the story he might not be telling you. He might have to do some things to survive. I'm not saying that's everybody, but consider that, because that's a part of the story nobody's bringing up. Nobody's talking about this part. That what happens in prison stays in prison. This isn't something that continues when they are free. Okay, so you come out and you act like you big and bad on the streets. You hitting every John that that walk by, and everybody looking up to you. But why don't you tell people? Yeah, I was getting my booty licked on. Just a little bit, not a lot. I was getting my booty licked on. Why you ain't tell them that? Why you not telling everybody the full story? Because there's too many young dudes that's looking up to these dudes that is committing crimes that's not telling them the full story. Going to prison is not, I don't know what the hell people think it is, but I watch YouTube videos of dudes that really been in prison for a minute, and that's all I need to see. I ain't never seen a nigga on there smiling, talking about this the damn Holiday Inn. If I leave, I want to come back. And those be the, the fruity tooties. The tootie and the fruities. Consider that. That's all I'm saying. Let's break down this message a little bit more. It's something they can switch off instantly. I've never been in that position. But I can't imagine anything that I'm doing for, let's just say somebody has 15 years. And if you're in prison, please comment below. Because I love to see what you got to say. But let's just put it like this. If I was, let's just say I love caramel chocolate, right? And I'm eating caramel chocolate all my life. I love caramel chocolate, right? As soon as I get to prison, they tell me, yo, all we got is dark chocolate. Okay, this sounds a little crazy. Let me use Oreos instead, because this is getting a little zesty. I don't even want to use those colors no more. Anyways, listen. Y'all missing the damn point. Listen, shit. That's the damn problem with society. You missed the damn point too much. All right, listen. If I like Oreos, and all I eat is Oreos, but when I go to prison, all it is chocolate chip cookies, and I have 9 years to do in the pen. And I'm eating nothing but chocolate chip cookies every day to substitute the Oreos. Motherfucker, when I come out, I'm going to be happy as hell to see some Oreos again. You understand? I'm going to eat some Oreos when I get out. But I ain't going to mind a chocolate chip cookie no more, because I done had it. And it wasn't that bad. So for y'all to say that you instantly just turn it on, I don't even think that's a human thing. I don't think you can humanly shut something off. Maybe you can, but I think it's always going to be a thought in your mind of, hey, why not some chocolate chip cookies? I done had it before. The chocolate chips ain't that damn bad compared to the cream of the Oreo. All right, see, it's like I can't use no examples without just, this getting real. All right, anyways. To switch it off instantly, to get by time, you do some things that keep your mind off of how long you got left. To get by time, you do some things that keep your mind off of how long you got left. Why not become a Muslim? Pick up the Quran. Put one of the, the hats on and start talking about, brother. Like, talk that Black Power stuff. Read Marcus Garvey. Do a push-up or two. Squat. Don't squat too much, because But why you gotta leave the booty land? That's what I want to know. How do you get the booty land? Damn, shit, I'm tired of working out. Fuck, I done read all these books. Anybody want some ass? Does anybody want some booty? I done read all these books. I'm bored. Any of y'all niggas? None of y'all? All right. Yo, this is what I'm saying, man. I think my biggest issue with all of this is the part of the story that nobody's telling. I'm not homophobic at all. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother. My brother, he's a part of the community. You know what I mean? And I love him. My biggest thing, y'all, outside of my jokes, all jokes aside, is You brothers that are willing to commit crimes, willing to go to jail, you need to know this narrative too, because this is not the first time I've heard something like this. And I remember I think I was like 14 years old, and I was working at McDonald's with this dude, and he used to come to work telling me these hood stories that I couldn't relate to. So he would tell me all these stories about the crimes he was committing, before he went to jail. He was fresh out of jail, and he had to work at McDonald's so his PO would be happy. I remember one time I just asked him, like, yo, so like, what did you do without girls for all that time? I never forget what he said. He had to be like 3 inches taller than me, this big, brolic, dark-skinned dude that used to flip the patties in the back. You know what I mean? Pause. That's crazy. But anyways, he looked at me and he was like, be honest with you, young blood, in there, and he looked around. He's like, you gotta, he stuttered. He's like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Pause frame. Listen, y'all. In that moment, I'm like, okay, this nigga done got his booty fondled with. He done been compromised. He done seen the dark hole. Because listen, it's simple. What I do, cause I was in there eating my meat. You know what I mean? Like, it was me time, goddammit. Yeah, I don't even know where we're going with that information. So I mean, do as you may with that information. But again, in case my camera didn't catch it because the camera cut off, it said whoever leaked this should go to jail. Most men that have sex with men are not gay. As people, we have to be touched and held by people. I've never been to jail, but some things you just do. Listen, man. I'm going to just leave that there. All right, just leave that there. You could comment what you think. A woman commented and said, I'm a female. I've spent several years in prison. I didn't want none of them hoes touching me ever. This ain't no human thing. Y'all try to normalize everything. And it's sad. And honestly, it's true. People are trying to make it seem as if it's not a thing. Like, if it's gay, it's gay. If it's not gay, it's not gay. Neither has to be good or bad. By your judgment, let you judge whether it's good or bad. But don't act like, okay, this is just, there's no name for this. There's no name for your actions. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read one more comment. Let's see. Yeah, these comments are just crazy. Hold on, guys. Sit tight. Okay, yeah, I don't really see any comments like paragraph comments. But listen, man, I think my biggest thing, like I said, I just want people that are okay with going to jail. I need them to consider, excuse me, y'all. I need y'all to consider the lifestyle that these fellas is living. They have committed crimes. They outside and they have a whole bunch of people looking at them. And what's so crazy, y'all? What I hate to see is people support the hell out of somebody because of an image that was portrayed, but then they find out who this person really is, and now they're like, oh no, I don't want to support this person anymore. Okay, well, why don't you look more deeper into somebody before you say that, hey, this is a role model, or hey, the lifestyle he's living, I'm about to imitate. Like, why don't you look like, okay, he's saying he's a drug dealer. Okay, so what is the lifestyle of a drug dealer? The good, the money. The bad, you're hurting your community, and you also might wind up in jail. Okay, so what does the community look like because of the effects from a drug dealer? Okay, this can happen to the community based off of a drug dealer's actions. Okay, cool. All right. Do I want to be considered as that kind of person? I'll let y'all make that decision. All right. On the other hand, I could get caught and go to jail. Okay. Going to jail. What's the lifestyle in jail? How much time could I do? How much time do I have to do, and what would my lifestyle be like? Consider all these factors, because this is the life you are choosing, and there's parts of the life that people don't know about till they get there. And then you have the worst of the worst. You can get hurt. Now, I mean, you can get killed. And I don't even know if this dude's a drug dealer or anything. I'm just, just telling y'all. Because people that wind up in jail, they, But anyways, and not everybody's in jail because of something they actually did. Some people was wrongly convicted, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I just want y'all to consider all factors, because there's parts of the story that somebody is not telling you. This is why the answer to all these issues in the world is individuality. You cannot be so drawn to the things you see, the things people are trying to make you see, put in front of you, because everything you see is not exactly what you think it is. You have to have your own opinion of this world. You have to be you. You have and do what's right because of you. Stop trying to convince your friends that you're the same as them, or you're this certain person that you're not. Be you. Be yourself. This world is trying to spew different images to people. Believe in this, believe in that, believe in this. But what happened to believing in just what you innately believe in? Researching and then being like, oh no, I actually like this. Or just naturally, just natural cause of being who you are. So many people are trying to fit categories of a person. We're all made to be different. Why are we all trying to be the same? And then you don't know what kind of person you're becoming. You just know you like the way it looks. You want your name to be attached to a title, but you don't know what that title really comes with. Consider that. Consider that. Consider all of this. Consider being in jail and prison. What happens in prison stays in prison. Consider. Damn, I just bit my tongue. Consider all of that, yo. Consider that. But hey, man, it's been your boy Top Boogie. I'm gonna just leave this video here, man. Like I said, do what you do, but for the fellas that, that's not what you want, consider all the stuff you're doing in your life right now. You know what I mean? Hey, man, until next time, it's been your boy Top Boogie. I'm out of here, man. Peace.